Good morning, everyone. This is Leanne Mazaret here on my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today's topic on this beautiful and early morning in Florida is investing in yourself in life and business. And I chose this topic today because it's important that we realize that as we walk through this world, whether we're doing it as an individual, as a parent, as a lover or partner, or as a business person, that we ourselves, this thing is our greatest asset of all. Our head, our heart, our hands, our ability to walk, move, or produce things, either intellectually or physically or a combination of the two. Those are things that are going to set us apart from the others, determine our skill sets at the outset of any endeavor, and then lead us in the direction that we want to go that is the most fulfilling to us, because guess what? We have an emotional guidance system that tells us what we like to do. And I know that we're taught to overcome our shortcomings. So no pain, no gain. Those are all kind of good things when you have a goal and you're trying to achieve something. But it's important to know if you're trying to achieve it because someone else told you to, or if you're trying to achieve something because you want to, because it feels good to you, because it's in your highest and best interest, and it's a great big hell yes when you think about doing it. If you don't get that great big sense of hell yes, then sometimes you need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because my mom said to? Am I doing this because my dad expects me to? Am I doing this because society says this is how you get ahead? A lot of times, those are old-fashioned systems of education that keep us in an old-fashioned mindset, that keeps us in a very rigid structure of you must work for a living, you must trade time for money, you do not have anything to offer if you don't go to college or have some kind of a vocational training. And these things are simply not true. In today's digital age, there's lots of opportunities for people all over the world, and they are connecting with one another in their unique interests, in specific talents, and living a life of joyful expansion. Now, not everyone is doing this because not everyone knows how, and not everyone is investing in themselves. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Okay? Now, you may think, okay, well, investing in myself, what does that mean? Does that mean that I spend a lot of money and I go to school? Well, that is one option. If you want to learn a specific skill, or if you want to obtain a certain degree, or you don't know how to do something and you need someone to teach you, then by all means, figure out how to pay for that kind of education in a specific subject or field. But on the other hand, if what you're looking for is some direction on how to go about thinking your way through your dilemmas, or how to become a better partner, or how to feel more fulfilled, sometimes those are more emotional questions that we need to address in a different way. We need different kinds of teachers. Some of us go to counselors for that type of work, and in many cases that can be very helpful because it can get you in touch with how you feel and get you paying attention to your emotional guidance system. But on the other hand, sometimes it can just spend years and years dredging up the past that is already gone and may or may not really matter. What's important to me is moving forward without dragging the past with me. Yes, I want to resolve things if I need to, but I want my mentors to teach me how to go forward instead of always looking backwards at what's already happened in a past that I can't change. So maybe my parents were, whatever, or maybe somebody did something to me a long time ago that is hurtful. If I have some kind of trauma, maybe I need some really sincere professional help to overcome that, especially if it's dragging me forward. But a lot of times, a lot of people just want to put you on some medication or something, and this is their answer to everything, is let's just medicate everybody and then they'll feel better and then, they'll be happy. And that's not really the same thing as living a fulfilled, awakened, actualized kind of life that's based on your desires, your needs, your interests, and your goals. So I'm talking about investing in yourself in a different way. Now, if you're a business person, let's talk about that for a minute. There's things that you might want to achieve in your business life, and you have to set yourself up to succeed. Now, does setting yourself up to succeed simply mean repeating a mantra of, I will be a multimillionaire one day? Well, it may start with that because that will get you into the mindset. But if you don't take any action towards that goal and you don't start having intermediate goals along the way, that's just a huge gap between where you are now and where you would like to be in the future. And if you don't have a plan, then like any project or any house that's trying to get built without a blueprint, it can be very haphazard. Now, I am a trainer of all kinds of things. I am a professional consultant. I'm a business coach. I'm a dog trainer. I used to be a gymnastics coach and trained people in that regard. I was a dance instructor. I've had lots of jobs in my life where I have taught people to do things that they previously thought they couldn't do. Now, one thing that I do know in my coaching career is that it's important to have a system that helps you develop your skills. Because, like, let's take a dog trainer, for example. I'm working with a little dog. She's right here now. She's 2 years old, and she's out on my walk with me today. She's with me for the next 10 days. And what we're going to be working on is leash training, walking on the leash, because she's 2 years old and she's a mess, and she's constantly pulling on me and has really no self-discipline or understanding of how to be a cooperative partner in a relationship on a walk. So she's just all over the place, and she's pulling her owner's arm out. It's just not fun to take on a walk, and yet she's a young and athletic dog who has lots of energy and needs to go on walks. So we are working together to overcome her lack of knowledge. And so in a sense, her owner is investing in the dog by hiring me. So this dog now has to make a connection between what I'm trying to teach her and what she wants to do. She wants to run wild all over the street, smelling this, smelling that, coming back, coming forward, going backwards, stopping, and she's not aware that she's in a partnership. In the same way that you might not be aware that you're in a partnership with yourself. All right, so if you're a business owner, or you have somebody, or you're someone who has goals that you want to achieve and you're not achieving them, think of it as a partnership, and you and yourself are together on a leash. And one side is the more mature side that says, hey, maybe you need to have a system, maybe you need to practice a little bit, maybe you need to pay attention to what I'm telling you to do so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And the other side of you is just wild or reckless and running all over the place and not paying attention and not doing the work. Or maybe it's a lazy dog that doesn't want to go for a walk and won't get up off the couch. And you figure out which personality you have on each side of the leash, and then make deals with yourself so that you discipline yourself to pay attention to the interim steps that are necessary to get you to the goals that you want. Now, if you don't know how to set up a system to get you to the goals that you want, then you might need some further coaching and having some help to set up those goals. I'm a professional project manager, so I have a huge background and a long career in establishing goals, and a very, very solid background and experience level in creating goals that are reasonable and budget friendly and measurable. So not everyone can do that. I can do that for myself, but I still have to execute my own plans. It's one thing if I'm a project manager and I'm managing a project for someone else, then I have to still make sure that their project stays on track, and I have to corral all the resources and manage all the team members, build those teams, come up with the objectives, execute, overcome issues, hold regular status meetings to report on progress. These are all components of a successful plan. And if you're investing in yourself, then you're either finding people to help you make those plans, or you're figuring out how to do it yourself. My point is, don't be the wild dog on the end of your own leash who has very little chance of ever becoming a successful, fun dog to walk. So if you want to achieve your goals, invest in yourself. Find mentors. Figure out what your goals are. If you don't even know how to do that, then get somebody like me or somebody like me to help you figure out how to set up your system. Now, I'm working on a series of webinars that are going to be helpful for people to watch on their own at their own rate, and we'll do some live things as well. These are all things that are in the works, so just stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. Please like my page on Facebook. Please sign up for your free video series if that's something that would interest you. There's lots of fun stuff. Check me out. I'm Leanne Mazaret. And one of my websites is digitaltrainingteam.com if you're interested in internet entrepreneurial skills. Otherwise, check me out everywhere else. All right, talk to you soon, and yeah, be a good dog. Bye.